Live stream. Yeah, got it. Yes, thanks. That's weird.
We're live.
Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is David Adam Gill. Welcome to New Ambassadors Theater Lab 43. We are here to entertain you tonight with three wonderful new works from three playwrights. Our host for this evening is Todd Butera. Say hi, Todd.
Hi, everybody.
Take it away.
All right. Again, welcome to New Ambassadors Lab 1243. That's not exactly true. It's just because it's like Zoom, so it seems like we've been doing this for an eternity. It's just 43, but that's a pretty impressive number if you ask me. Remember, we are a 501c3 company based in Manhattan. Our non-for-profit status means that any donation you make is tax deductible. Remember Jeff Bezos, he had a very big rocket ship, so the bigger the donation, the more important it is. I think that's important. So please give generously. It's tax deductible. Every little bit helps. So yes, honestly though, if you just give us $1, we love that. Right now we're raising money for our new season, which is coming up. You will be seeing links for Blurring Boundaries, and I will discuss a little bit more about that later. And then of course Fear Fest is coming up. Blurring Boundaries is our first filmed festival of one acts, so it will be nice because you'll be able to see it. You can maybe watch it a couple of times, tell your friends about it, and that will be available to you very soon. Watch this space, watch us on Facebook, watch us on Instagram, all those things, as well as YouTube. You can donate online via our link on our page. If you want to know, the Venmo is at New Ambassadors, at New-Ambassadors. At New-Ambassadors is our Venmo, okay? I just also want to welcome Ben Dwarken, who's actually presenting a piece that he wrote tonight, but he's also the guy who manages our Zoom, so thank you, Ben. Also, Molly Reber, she is on YouTube, keeping us all live and keeping us very excited, and thank you both. Our lab program, it's a new, it's for new works and in-process works. We'll be reading pieces this evening. After each piece, we will have a little bit of a feedback. In the Zoom, you can also participate, so please send things as you hear them. If something stands out, if you think someone's phenomenal, write that down. We actually see that. We'll be asking questions later for popcorn moments. That's things that popped out, that stood out to you. We'll also be talking to our playwriters and our screenwriters, to saying if there's anything they would like us to listen for, any questions they may have. And this is how the development happens. Just so you know, many of these pieces do end up in our works that we produce. Let's see, is there anything I need for, listen, if you'd like to be involved in future labs, please sign up at the link that I think Ben will share. It is also on Facebook. You can find our link many places. If you would like to be an actor, a writer, just let us know. If you'd like to keep up with us in general, just sign up for our newsletter and you can hear about all of our future endeavors. So I think all that's been posted. Yes. I think that's all we need. You can also go to www.newambassadors.com for any sort of information that you might have. Our next lab is going to be Friday, August 6th, and that'll be hosted by David Michael Kirby. Just want to let you know. And there will be all those things that you need. I think we're ready to go. Yes? Did I miss anything, David?
Just that it's www.newambassadorstheater.com.
Oh, theater, sorry. www.newambassadorstheater.com. All right, kids. So our lineup for tonight is very exciting. Some great writers tonight and some lovely actors. As always, we thank our actors for participating in this. It helps our writers so very much to hear their work out loud. And it also gives you a great opportunity for networking. That's another reason to join us. Good networking thing, let me tell you. So here we go. Our first play is Valor by Mandy Murphy. Mandy, I would like you to introduce your actors. Before we do that, just let us know, is there anything you're looking for, anything we should pay attention to, anything that you have questions about or want feedback from?
Hey, Todd, thank you. I'm good with the regular feedback. I am curious about the voices of the characters specifically and who people resonate with, if one in particular. So I guess the regular feedback plus that. Awesome. Okay, let's
introduce your actors and we'll get going.
All right, thank you, Todd. All right. Hey, y'all. This is Valere, and I have a wonderful crew that I'm so grateful for. Gabby Wagner will be reading the role of Maggie. Waves the Beaver Gabby. Brad Magarowski will be reading Frank. Katie Wilson will be reading Brittany. Miley Binion's going to be reading Kendra, and the incomparable David Michael Kirby will be reading my stage directions. Just so everybody knows, we got a little bit of a long cut of a piece. Everybody was here to read a little bit through it, but in case we go over time, I will cut them off, and they promise they won't be mad at me. Take it away, guys. You are loved.
Valor by Mandy Murphy, Scene 4. Lights up on Frank and Maggie's living room. The furniture is all matching floral print except for a leather Lazy Boy recliner. A gun cabinet stands in the corner of the room. A stuffed buck's head hangs on the wall next to a cross made of barbed wire. The TV is playing a marathon of WWF. The kitchen can partly be seen. Kendra is in the kitchen making lunch. Maggie is sitting on the couch with Brittany's foot in her hand, popping her toes. Brittany lies on the floor with the remote in her hand.
Sister, you better hurry up. Your daddy will be home soon.
Almost done. If Brittany come help.
She's our guest.
She can't be a guest. She's family.
Frank enters from the front door, sweaty and carrying a thermos. He holds his cell phone to his ear with his shoulder. He comes in and kisses Maggie and then plops down in the Lazy Boy.
How was this morning?
Frank.
Carl, come on. This is the 100th time I've called you. Pick up the damn phone. I thought you was going to run the combine this morning. You can't even call to tell me you ain't coming. Set us back half a day and put my ass on the line. I called in favors for you, and you're making me look like a damn fool. Call me back. God damn it.
Everything all right?
Fine. It's hot as hell already. 90 out for 8 this morning. Some of the boys are still out there doing some small stuff.
Nuh-uh, I ain't leaving this couch.
How's Brian?
All right. Brittany, how you doing?
I'm good.
What y'all gonna do today?
Keep my happy ass in this air conditioning.
I was going to go down to school and shoot some baskets, but Kenny won't go with me.
You should do that, Ken. Lord knows your shot needs work.
I'm supposed to hang out with Brian today once he's done working, and I was going to lay out before and work on my tan. You should too. You're wise as hell.
WB, Brittany's got a white butt.
Todd, are you always going to be this boring now that you're getting married? You don't need me to shoot baskets. You're a big kid. Shut up. You shut up. What crawled up your butt?
That's where y'all might as well be sisters. Why don't you go ask Lizzie to shoot some hoops today?
I thought she went into Lubbock with Mom and Aunt Wanda today. For what? To get Dusty stuff. That's what Mom said.
Oh, yeah.
She's up at Granny and Pop's. Swung by there before I came home.
See? Call her and ask her.
Do I have to?
What is wrong with you? She only comes into town once or twice a year. It's not going to hurt you to be nice to your little cousin.
Well, I guess.
And you can go with them, Miss Thing.
I told you I'm not.
Fair.
I know I am.
I don't need your excuses. You're going.
I am.
What are we having for lunch?
You just going to stand there and pout like a 5-year-old?
Burgers. I'll make you a plate, Uncle Frank. You too, Aunt Maggie?
Yes, please. Thank you, Brittany.
You want everything on it?
Sure.
Frank nods at Brittany and she goes to the kitchen. Kendra scoffs, rolls her eyes, and goes to follow her.
Kendra, come here.
What?
Young lady, don't you think I won't make you go pick a switch just because you're grown?
Yes, sir.
Kendra, Dawn, you gonna keep acting like a damn child, or can you just talk to us?
Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah, you listen to him.
So,
I don't know.
That's not an answer.
Maggie, come on now.
Why are you snapping at me?
Would you let the girl talk?
I just don't get why y'all didn't tell anybody yesterday.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Kendra,
What it would make everybody happy.
how do you mean?
To tell everybody some good news when they were all sad.
Did you even see your Aunt Susanna's face? What, you think your news was going to make her what? Forget that her son just died?
No.
And you lost your cousin too, you know.
I
Maggie.
know that.
Well,
It's not fair.
life's not fair.
Brittany comes in with plates for Maggie and Frank. She returns to the kitchen for her own and then comes into the living room to listen to the conversation while eating.
When am I supposed to tell everyone then?
You don't even have a ring yet. Can't we just wait a minute before you go shouting it to the rooftops?
So what? Brian asked me to marry him, and I said yes. He's working these extra hours to make the money. And well, then listen to me.
Young lady, don't you talk back to me.
He's been working extra to save up to buy me a nice ring. Jesus, why can't you guys just be happy for me? Brian told his mama, and she's already making plans for Christ's sake. Do you just not care? You don't want me to be happy?
Boy, you have got a
We're happy for you, but
It's not fair. You guys got married when you were what, 16? And I'm not even allowed to do it? When I'm 21?
We're not talking about us.
baby, you didn't even think to ask us before going ahead and saying yes. That boy didn't even come and ask for permission or nothing.
Why would he? You two only got married because you got pregnant with me and Granny made you. Did you guys ask for permission?
You know what? Do what you want. Go with Brian today. Ignore your cousin. Hell, ignore everything we say, because if you're not going to care, why should we?
Brian and I love each other.
I don't care.
Kendra!
At least we're not still in high school.
Frank raises his hand to slap Kendra but stops himself.
Shame on you.
Frank exits after Maggie. Kendra loses it. She screams, she grabs a pillow off the couch and throws it on the floor. She punches it repeatedly. Brittany watches her while she eats her lunch.
You look crazy.
Kendra punches the pillow one more time and then rolls onto the floor on her back. She breathes heavily.
Ow.
What was that?
It's not fair, Brittany.
I know.
I mean, fuck.
I know.
How? When did it get so bad?
I think it was around the time you called your mom a slut.
I did not.
It was a joke. God.
Last week, Brittany, I was the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And now it's like I'm the worst person ever for just being fucking happy.
Well,
Kendra goes back to punching the pillow.
What? You think I'm a bitch too?
dude, you are being a bitch.
She's the bitch, not me. What the fuck did I say that makes me the bitch? Their daughter's getting married. Shouldn't they be over the damn moon? They should. They should be happy that I'm happy. What?
Nothing.
No. What? What did I do? What is so wrong with me?
I'll tell you if you calm down.
I am calm.
You are the opposite of calm.
Fine. See? I'm calm. Tell me.
So you're happy. I know you're happy and they are too. It's just,
You not just see that?
they didn't say they weren't happy for you.
They did too.
No, they did not. You just think you heard that. I mean, look at it this way. Dustin died this week.
Does everybody think I don't know that? Do you think I don't know that?
Well,
Really?
you're kind of acting like it.
How? That's not fair. I lost him too. I was there too. I walked by that casket just like you. I'm going to miss him just like you. I mean, not just like you. I mean, oh, fuck. Brittany, I'm sorry. I didn't. God damn it.
Kendra, shut up. God, I didn't say you were super acting like it, just kind of acting like it. Yeah, ever since I told you about Dusty, all you've done is talk about you and Brian and how he proposed and what stupid flowers you're going to carry down the aisle.
I'm trying to cheer you up. I swear. I didn't.
I'm sure that's how it started, but do you remember what you said to me yesterday at the church?
I don't.
Do too. All you could talk about was maybe that church might be pretty to get married in. God, that's gross, Ken. I was looking at Dusty in his damn coffin, and all I could hear was you jawing off about white dresses and me being your stupid maid of honor.
I didn't mean to do that.
I know you did, but
But I wasn't.
Kendra starts to cry.
I thought it was helping take your mind off it or something.
look, you messed up. You got carried away or whatever, but that doesn't make you bad, okay? And God, you know you're going to get married in Lubbock anyway, so stop worrying about some fancy church in Lubbock. That whole town smells like cow shit anyhow.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's not. I'm supposed to be taking care of you right now. And look at me.
Tell everyone you know.
Tell what?
How you and Brian.
Oh, I can't.
Why not?
Mommy and Dad said I can't.
So,
So if they ain't happy for me, what makes you think anyone else is gonna be? I have to tell you something.
what?
You can't tell anybody, okay? Especially not Mom and Dad.
Okay.
Brittany, I mean it.
What?
I think I might be pregnant.
Do what?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
What is that? What you and Brian or?
No, Brian doesn't know. What are you looking at me like that for?
You have to tell him.
I know that, Brittany.
Oh, wow. Oh, you really are pregnant.
No, I'm cranky.
I meant you look fat, but whatever. You gonna tell your mom and dad?
No, and neither are you. I just gotta figure this out first.
Figure what out?
Everything.
Well, I'm glad you told me.
I love you.
Gross.
Shut up. I hope it's a boy.
You want a burger?
Yeah.
Good. Can you give me one too?
You just had one.
And
Badass.
talk to me in 9 months.
Kendra throws the pillow at Brittany.
Whoa, whoa. Dead brother card. You can't throw things.
That's not funny. You sure you're all right?
Peachy. Really think I have to hang out with Lizzie?
When did you start hating her?
I don't.
She's not that bad.
You hang out with her then.
No, thank you.
See? And Maggie's gonna be pissed if you don't go.
She said I didn't have to. Besides, I need to tell him, like, today, like now. I'm gonna go find him. I should go find him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so happy, it's gonna be gross.
Right.
Kendra grabs her keys in her wallet.
I know.
I love you so stinking much.
Kendra grabs Brittany's face and kisses her a few times on
Oh,
the head while
quit
Brittany
it.
bites her off.
Quit it. Stop.
Kendra heads for the door as Brittany wipes the kisses off her face.
Don't fuck it up.
Kendra flips her off without looking at her as she walks out the door. We hear the sound of a car starting and driving away. Maggie enters and heads for the window.
Is that her leaving?
Maggie moves the curtains to see outside. Frank enters.
Where in the hell does she think she's going?
See Brian, I guess.
Geezer, why not drive you home real quick?
What in the hell is she thinking?
I can walk.
Brittany slips on her shoes and heads for the door.
If she doesn't think I won't drag her back in here, bye, sweetie, love you, by her hair, then she's got another thing coming. I did not raise my child to be some ungrateful little brat. I told her she was spending today with her cousin. I told her. Didn't I tell her? And what does she do? She takes the first chance she gets not to listen to a damn word I say she did. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to parent when my child insists on being the damn spawn of... Ugh. No, I did not mean that. Hell if I don't. The spawn of Satan and runs off and does whatever the hell she wants. Why aren't you talking to me?
You done?
No, I am not.
You sure?
I am not done. I just don't have anything left to say.
Honey, I
You're wrong.
do
What do we do
wrong.
wrong? Yes.
Stop for a second.
Stop what?
Stop for a second and be quiet. Breathe. I'm out of breath just listening to you. Take a breath.
Where are my keys? I'm gonna go get her.
Maggie crosses the table to get her keys.
Did she take my car?
Maggie crosses to the window and looks outside. She turns back around.
Where are my keys? Frank, find my damn keys. Where are they? Give them here.
She She crosses to Frank and tries to dig in his pockets, open his fists, etc.
I don't have them.
Frank Elliott Burnett, I am not messing around with you.
Oh, you're not?
Frank begins to tickle Maggie while she tries to wrestle the keys from him. They play wrestle and end up on the couch on top of one another.
Zach! Stop!
Frank sits on top of Maggie and won't let her move.
Hey.
What?
You're so pretty.
Frank kisses Maggie.
You're stupid.
And
nothing.
He tickles her thighs a little.
And you're the sexiest man I have ever seen.
that's what I thought.
Maggie pushes him off of her. He lies on the couch. She crawls on top of him and looks him in the eye. She kisses him again. She abruptly stops and lays her head on his chest.
She is so stubborn.
Like someone else I know.
Oh, hush. Don't pretend like you ain't mad.
I'm mad.
What did we do wrong?
I don't know that we did.
What did we do? What did we do?
What did we do? Well, I'm not sure there's anything we can do, honey.
Last week, Frank, she was our little girl. And now she's engaged and we don't have no say in anything anymore. How did this happen?
She's in love.
She thinks she's in love.
Yep.
I'd love to kick his little.
Kill the boy.
I would.
I know.
She'll come around.
Or she won't.
Now, why would you say that?
Well,
Nothing. We need to tell her it's a bad idea.
you ready to lose your daughter?
I won't lose.
You might. We lost Dusty, and I'm not ready to risk it.
What does that mean?
I don't want to lose her.
I heard you, but Dusty died.
I know that. I'm just saying we lost the boy, and I don't want her to run off and us lose her too, dead or alive.
She's my baby.
We did good. We raised her good. She'll figure it out.
I don't want to lose her. I can't.
Well, who knows? Maybe he's smarter than we think.
Who, Brian?
Yeah.
That boy's dumber than dirt.
Well, maybe he's smarter than dirt.
Not much.
Frank holds her. Maggie listens to his heartbeat.
Thump, thump. Thump, thump. Thump, thump.
I love you, Maggie Dawn.
I love you, Frank Elliott.
Lights fade. End scene 4.
Woo! Thank you, everybody. We got about 5 minutes for a feedback, I think. At least, let me just check. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you do 5 minutes over, that's fine. So, listen, firstly, thank you, everyone, the actors. I want to also say Mandy Murphy, sorry, Valere.
It's
Like
supposed to be however it comes out your mouth. You did fine.
Well, I know, but it's more like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Valere. Anyway.
One I haven't heard yet. There you go.
Yeah. Remind us also what you were asking about, because I did forget. So say again, what were the things you wanted us to look out for?
Bless your heart. No, I'm just kidding. I was just curious if anybody resonated with one specific character at all. If you didn't, no need to, but if you did, I'm real curious about what it was about them. But I also want the general feedback if we have time.
Okay, we do. Lovely. Everyone, anyone stick out to you guys? Let's talk about this.
Okay,
Oh, good,
hold
David.
on.
Gil.
I actually resonated a lot with Brittany. I mean, that really, that character, that voice really hit home. The fact that she's the one who needs to be taken care of, but she's taking care of everyone. The loss of her brother, all those things, just really powerful and well done, Katie, really well done. But well done, Mandy, because obviously it was on the page for her to get that. And I really have to say that the language, the characters, the voices were all so honest, so honest. Did a really good job with it.
Thank you.
Oops. Sorry. Great. Anybody else who, I'm trying to see who's got hands up. Anyone have hands up? Comments, questions? Yes, Ben.
Mandy, your work always impresses me. You're one of the greatest playwrights I know in the time I've been in New York City. And you're just an amazing human being. And like you come up with the greatest stories, and
Thank you, Ben.
How about you, for Ben? How about for you? Did any one character stand out to you?
Who was your favorite?
I like Madeline and Brittany.
It was
Okay.
Kendra. Sorry, I just changed it for the next one.
Kendra and Brittany, the girls.
And Brittany, yeah.
Do you know why, was there any specific thing, any heartstring that it plunged?
It's just you're trying to be happy. And we're all trying to be happy.
That's good, Ben. That's really good.
I like that, and that's going a lot. A lot of Britneys are trying to be happy right now. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that in. Free Britney.
Oh, that was
Anybody else? Talk to me, people. What's up? What were the popcorn moments? What were moments where you went, oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, that was interesting. Talk to me. Anybody?
Miley.
Yeah, I love their relationship, Maggie and Frank, and it really does do exactly what you were talking to me about hoping for, just having all of that love and that relationship, especially because I feel like in a lot of stories people frame those early high school sweethearts as not always ending well. And so seeing them still have such a strong connection, it's really heartwarming, and I think it ends the scene on a really bright note.
I like that.
I second that, the Maggie Frank thing, but also I really love the relationship between Kendra and Brittany, especially, I mean, from doing the play so much, I would be off stage waiting to come back on, hearing Katie say, "You have to tell him." That cracked me up every time. And then the whole talk to me in 9 months, like that back and forth where they're just really just shit talking each other is just so perfect between that kind of close family relationship.
You know what I liked? I actually liked the way dealing with this young unmarried pregnancy in such an honest, okay way. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because we have such social norms now that even today, do you know what I mean? It's not as big a deal if you have a baby out of wedlock, but still people are like, oh my God, you're pregnant? Like it's the end of the world. And it's nice to be able to just see people just being like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm actually pretty stoked about it. And I think that's a nice, we were all like that, and that people were like that. Oh, that was kind of neat.
I'd also say specifically for this scene, it's also nice to see people, weirdly enough, fight in a healthy way, meaning you can disagree, you can be at odds, but you can still come back and go, well, we sort of got through that moment. No one's leaving, forever. And I think it's important to see those moments.
I also want to point out the restraint of Frank, in terms of he's not a bully. He's not the type of person who he almost strikes his daughter, but he stops himself. And it didn't go through to what a stereotypic character of that education and that so the lower class. You make him real and honest because he doesn't do the things that the stereotypical character would do. He's smart. He's trying to balance it out. He's trying to have a conversation that means something, and he's probably the mediator between the two women, the mother and the daughter.
I think that's very true. I think he's very wise.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But I was going to say that, and I'm sorry if I spoke, but I was looking to see if anyone had their hand up. But I do think it's refreshing to see that, because so often we do see in television, movies, plays, when you're dealing with someone that may not be as educated or as affluent,
that they're violent, stupid, and jerky, and it's nice to see something that's different, that they're like everybody else. Do you know what I mean? And also, it's interesting. I would say, like, maybe not incredibly worldly, these characters aren't, but they're still very intelligent, grounded people.
They're worldly for their world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'd also say, something I don't think we maybe talked about a while back or what have you, but that moment for me of the almost striking and the comment of, shame on you, that to me is layered in multiple different ways of shame on you for getting me to this point of almost doing this thing. Shame on you for what you've done to your mother. Shame on you. We raised you better than that, and these are the weight of that statement, and the finger point, I think, carries a heavier blow than an actual strike. So I think it's really great.
Todd, just please make sure that people know that they can use the feedback link.
Yeah, I'll remind them. Yeah, and also, yeah, the feedback and comments and all that stuff. Absolutely. So yes, well, David already did. So I would like to say, please do use the feedback link, because it is important for the writers and actors too to hear what you thought, what you saw, what your popcorn moments were. So it's not just us, a bunch of talking heads. We'd love to hear from you, because you are our audience, and it's important to hear how people feel and how they respond to these things. Also, again, I just want to add, thank you, Mandy, for it's so funny. Obviously, there have been plays that are not about New York or not about urban sort of things, but lately it seems they're few and far between. So it's a nice, refreshing voice to hear, especially coming from a Yankee kid like me who doesn't get to hear a lot of this stuff. And it's nice to see intelligent, fun things being written about parts of the country that are not New York.
Thanks, Todd. Can I say one question, not to get feedback now, but if we're out of time, but maybe if people write it in the list that's you prepped me perfectly for? I am curious if you care about these people. I'm curious about the note of that, and like where everyone's at in their mental state, everyone in YouTube world, like how do you feel about them? And I really want to know if you have time to write it down. I'm really curious.
That's great. Please do, everyone. Yes, please. And I mean, I think we're a pretty good representation. I mean, obviously all the things we said is because we do care about them, but please, everyone out there in YouTube world, on the Zoom link, wherever you are, please do comment. Please let us know your thoughts, your popcorn moments, and and let Mandy know if you care about them, and who did you identify with?
Todd, we need to move on.
Oh, sorry. Let's move on. Ready, guys? All right. So thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So next we have this encounter may now begin. Perrin Pomato. Perrin, welcome. I'd love you to let us know anything in particular you need us to pay attention to. Obviously, everyone, YouTube world and everywhere, give your popcorn moments, of course. And please also, after that, Perrin, introduce your actors.
Yeah. So this is the web series. Although I'm sort of trying to make it more of a streaming type service series based on my work as a standardized patient. It's called This Encounter May Now Begin. This is the second episode, sort of the second and third acts of the second episode. In the beginning, I guess set it up. In the first episode, Maria, who is being played by Monica Ray, announced that they were going to start having auditions for more standardized patients.
Quickly, can you tell everyone really quickly, give a quick definition of what a standardized patient is for those people?
Yeah, sure. So basically, as you'll see in this, standardized patients are people who pretend to be patients. We work for medical schools, and we basically, the students interact with us, and then we give them feedback on how well or not so well they did with that. And frequently,
it's a great job for a lot of actors. Many actors,
and it's a great job for a lot of actors, to do. So, anyhow, so she announced last episode that they were going to start having auditions for new standardized patients, which everyone greeted with not such enthusiasm. some more than others, especially Mabel. Mabel is being played by Jennifer Bradley tonight, and she's the oldest of the SPs, and she also, in the previous season, like gave pot ginger snaps to Maria, so she feels like she's under the gun, and she's gonna, be the one to get kicked out of the center if they hire new people. So at the end of that episode, she convinced Joy, played by Mandy Murphy, to have a meeting after the shift to try and figure out how to sabotage these auditions. So now we are at the end of that shift. Maria has already sort of screwed up by inadvertently singing Proud Mary to the entire center prior to during the encounter. And Mabel had to, tell her about it and whatever, and they had a big confrontation about that. So now we are continuing. There's about 5 minutes left in the encounter before they will hope, in Mabel's mind, hopefully have this meeting, and in Joy's mind, try and, Joy's desperately trying to avoid having this meeting with Mabel. So I think that's all that needs to be set up. And as far as anything that I'm looking for, just any regular general feedback I think is great.
And your cast, please introduce your cast.
Oh yeah, so we have, as I already said, Joy's being played by Mandy Murphy. The male doctors are Dr. Samuel, Dr. Stevens, and Dr. Feinberg are being played by David Michael Kirby. Preston is being played by Brad Makarowski. David is being played by Mark Hoffmeyer. Madeline by, Molly Binion. Mabel by Jen Bradley. Female doctors, which are Dr. Hofstenpfeffer, Dr. Sikorsky, and Dr. Jackson. It's being played by Katie Wilson. Penelope.
Hey guys.
By Maria Elena, and Maria is being played by Monica Ray.
Cast of thousands, just like Cecil B. DeMille.
Hello.
Todd, 1 second. Nicholas, can you, we're in the middle of reading a scene. If you can turn off your camera and your video, and then text back and forth with Ben when you get a chance.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead.
All set to go?
Set to go.
Ready. This encounter may now begin.
This encounter may now begin by Perrin Pamato. Act 2, Penelope's exam room. Dr. Sikorsky sits on stool in front of Penelope.
Okay. You have irritable bowel synonym.
Synonym of what?
Yes.
Yes, what?
You. Irritable.
I mean, not really.
Bowel angry.
Dr. Sikorsky scans, goes to the counter, and pulls gloves out of box.
Okay, I mean that is a synonym for. I'm sorry. What are you doing? The physical exam is over.
Dr. Sikorsky begins putting on gloves. Preston exam room. Dr. Samuel stands in front of Preston.
Now I'm going to go behind you and bang you a little.
Excuse me?
Could you please take off your gown?
Joy's exam room. Dr. Feinberg sits on the stool next to Joy. There are used tissues strewn all over the room.
Everything I touch dies. Everything. Plants. I killed a cactus. How do you kill a cactus? They don't even need water. Pets, I got a macaw. They live like 100 years, but 1 week with me.
Wow, you blow.
What did you just say to me?
I meant to say can. You can blow.
I can blow what?
The tissue, you blew into it very loud, so like, wow, you can really blow. Like, great lungs, girl.
I'm not a girl.
Oh my God, this day. I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm not even straight. Would it be better if I flamed out for you like, hey girl, you got some great lungs. You can really blow.
Yes, that is better actually.
Preston's exam room.
Take my gown off?
Yes, I need to bang on skin.
That usually is preferable, yes, but
Dr. Samuels grabs Preston's gown and pulls it off him like a pair of tearaway pants.
whoa.
That's perfect. Stay just like that.
Dr. Samuels goes behind Preston, placing one hand on one side of his back and then pounding.
Does that hurt?
My back? No. My pride?
Dr. Samuels repeats on the other side.
Ow, dude.
That hurt?
Yes. Well, no, it was more of a surprise ow than a real one. I mean, just, can I get my gown back, please?
Dr. Samuels tosses Preston's gown to him. Preston goes to retie and realizes the ties have been ripped off.
Oops. Sorry.
Penelope's exam room. Dr. Sikorsky snaps her gloves.
I'm back. No, need to do rectal exam.
Oh, no. That will not be necessary.
Stand up and bend over.
Read the presenting there.
Dr. Sikorsky looks at the paper on the counter.
Yes, rectal exam. See?
Penelope puts finger under the no on the page.
No, no rectal or genital exam. See, no.
Dr. Sikorsky points to the sheet.
Rectal. Please turn.
Dr. Sikorsky spins Penelope around. Mabel's exam room. Mabel is standing on the exam bed attempting to push the ceiling tiles.
Miss Juniper, why don't you just sit down here so we can talk?
You have to hide. Can't you hear them coming?
No one's coming. You are hearing things that aren't really there. It's a condition called schizophrenia. If you sit, I'll tell you all about how we can help you.
No one can help me. No one.
Mabel jumps up and hits another tile. It tips and falls onto Dr. Jackson's head. Control room. Maria sees the tile fall.
That is so coming out of her paycheck.
Maria switches monitor to another room, David's exam room. Dr. Stevens stands in front of David with a toothpick in his hand.
Tell me if you feel this.
Dr. Stevens pokes David.
What about this?
Ow! What is that? An ice pick?
This?
Jesus!
This?
Will you stop that?
What about this?
Ow. I think you drew blood.
One more.
Dr. Stevens goes to poke David again. David catches his hand.
I said stop.
Did they all feel the same?
Yes, Dr. Sadist.
It's Stevens.
Huh. It's Drew Bledsoe. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Madeline's exam room. Madeline continually paces around the room.
I mean, look at me. I'm a mess. I sweat all the time.
Why don't you have a seat? All that pacing surely isn't helping.
Madeline hops on the exam bed.
Better?
Madeline hops back off.
What could it be? Is it early menopause? I'm only 35.
Control room.
Ha! She wishes.
Madeline's exam room.
Well, if you could stand still for a minute, I can tell you.
Madeline
Well,
stops pacing.
What is going on?
It's not menopause. I think you're hyper.
Hyper? Now you sound like my husband or my mom. You have always been so high-strung and hyper, dear. I am not just hyper.
If you let me finish.
I am letting you finish.
I think you are hyperthyroid.
So, what's that? Well, I haven't got all day.
Control room. Maria is watching Madeline's room on the monitor.
Hyperthyroidism is...
That's what I want to know, yes?
Okay, well, it's...
Yes?
Jesus Christ, let the woman talk.
Well?
I can't take this.
Maria changes the screen to Penelope's exam room.
What the ever-loving fuck?
Penelope's exam room. Dr. Sikorsky stands behind Penelope adjusting her rubber gloves. Penelope is bent over the exam bed.
Good position. Now drop.
Dr. Sikorsky points to her panties.
No.
No?
No.
But
Control room. Penelope on the monitor.
No. Yeah. No buts. Definitely no buts.
Oh, girl, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Timer goes off. Maria grabs the microphone. Penelope's exam room.
This encounter is over. Doctors, you must now leave the room.
No, Savannah. Bye-bye.
we make appointments for.
Oh, no, we don't. No, Savannah. Dr. Butt Lady.
Zavorsky. So
Close enough.
This encounter is over. Doctors, please leave the room.
Dr. Sikorsky grabs her clipboard and leaves the room.
Unbelievable.
Penelope goes to the computer and begins typing. Act 3, Mabel's exam room. Mabel is typing her notes on the computer.
And done. Have got to get this meeting started, right? We've got to get this meeting started quickly, right?
Mabel grabs phone, texts. Joy's exam room. Joy is holding the wastebasket and tossing tissues from the floor into it. Her phone vibrates.
Starsky and Butch in 5. Ugh.
Patient notes has now ended. Please submit at this time.
Picking up snotty tissues off the floor. If this isn't a metaphor for life, it's CS2 for you. I don't know what is.
Control room.
Congratulations, doctors, on finishing the test. I hope you enjoyed our signature Tina break.
Hallway. Doctors listen to the announcement.
Whatever you do, don't go spoiling the surprise for our other students by telling anyone or putting it on social media or anything. You gotta promise, or we won't give you back your phones.
Doctors stand as though they are going to mutiny.
what is this? Soviet Union?
What's that? Like commies. I knew it. Freaking New York.
Control room.
Whoa, settle down. Just kidding.
Hallway.
You can pick up your phones in the large classroom, then there'll be a 10-minute break before the debrief. Get some coffee, smoke a cigarette. Well, you shouldn't do that, right? Smoking's bad, but hey, this is CST for you, so no judgment.
Control room.
Anyhow, big wheel keep on turning. Enjoy your break.
Maria takes off her headphones, tosses them onto the mic again. Toss it, yeah.
Oh, shake it out.
Hallway.
Woo!
Preston's exam room. Maria over the loudspeaker.
Woo! Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Preston hits the call button.
We can hear you again.
Control room.
Hello? Anybody home?
Ah, mother of God, not again.
Maria grabs the mic. Hallway. We hear fumbling, then a loud screech, then silence. Preston exits his room.
Bet that wasn't the feedback you were looking for. Go on your break before Maria Turner strikes again.
Doctors quickly file out. To Dr. Samuel.
Hey, next time you want to bang someone, buy him a drink first.
Penelope exits her room.
Kids these days, all these mixed signals.
In terms of,
He offered to bang me in the room, and now he won't talk to me.
that's what she said.
Who?
Literally every woman you've ever met.
When have I ever offered to bang you?
This week,
And look, I'm still talking to you.
the real question is why I'm still talking to you. Have a good night.
David and Mabel exit their rooms.
Where's my Starsky?
Starsky.
If you don't know, you're not it.
Mabel proceeds down the hall.
There's no Starsky here. I'm David. This is Preston. Penelope.
Oh my God. Yo, David, it's like Fight Club. No one talks about Starsky and Butch, except Starsky and Butch. Okay?
Mabel pounds on Joy's door.
Hey, yo, Starsky, come out for a meeting.
Way to keep it on the down low, Mabel.
Joy's exam room.
Come out, wherever you are.
Maybe I can just hide under the sink until she leaves.
Hallway.
You know, the last woman I made come out ended up living with me for the next 15 years or so. So I was thinking.
Door flies open.
Here, Mabel. I'm here.
That was a close one.
Madeline
What was a close
exits
one?
her room.
What was a close one?
Joy almost got stuck living with Mabel for 15 years.
God, why?
She was refusing to come out.
What? Joy? You're gay?
No,
Mabel certainly seems to think so.
Mabel thinks every woman is gay.
I do. Actually, that's kind of true.
She even gave Joy a new lesbian name, Starsky.
Mabel, you should know better than that.
What? Giving people nicknames?
Penelope enters.
Don't you know the saying, you don't shit where you work?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. The irony coming from you.
What?
You just spent the last 7 hours pretending you were shitting at work.
Pretending being the operative phrase.
That saying doesn't even make any sense. I mean, what if I have to go? I mean, I have to run across the street to McDonald's or something? Or what, shit in the park?
I thought that was you this morning.
I did not shit in the park.
You guys, I'm not. We're not shitting where we work.
Yo, every morning when I get up, like clockwork.
I thought
Mabel.
I thought people called you that because of your horse face.
Oh, snap.
Maria enters.
Hey, what you doing out here? Go home already.
Think Mabel may have to pull a carriage of tourists through the park first.
I am not a horse.
Knock it off. Now, to quote my Bernie come closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
My work is done.
Preston walks down the hall.
Joy and I just need to talk for a minute.
So go to your stable.
So you're calling me a horse too?
Wherever the hell you live, the doctors get enough of your voices today.
Oh, enough of our voices?
Okay, have a good night.
Bye.
Wait, don't go, please. I really think Penelope and Madeline should be involved too.
Oh. I thought it might just be a Starsky and Butch thing.
But Madeline and Penelope always have such wonderful ideas, Mabel. Come on. Please, with sugar on top.
No, I'm good.
Me too. I should go home and take a shower. After all that running around, my armpits are starting to feel a little damp.
Joy goes to Madeline, puts her hand in her armpit.
Dry as a bone.
Damn, girl. She must really want to talk with you, pulling that Mary Catherine Gallagher shit on you. You gotta smell your hands now, too?
So just Madeline, Joy, and Mabel? Cool. See ya.
Penelope, look out!
Joy tackles Penelope. They roll on the floor.
The hell? You two get off the floor. This ain't no episode of Glow.
Ooh, yeah, it is. It's like Zoya and the Liberty Bell. Come on, clothesline.
Get off me!
Penelope pushes Joy off of her.
Are you insane?
Sorry, I thought I saw a bee. I know how allergic you are.
I'm out of here.
Penny, please, just a few minutes.
No.
Forget her. And Maddie here too. It'll just be us amigos. It's what I wanted anyway.
That's not what I want.
Which she has made abundantly clear. Now, I don't know what the fuck this is all about, but if this girl's desperate enough to stick her hands in your nasty ass pits and jump on you to save you from some imaginary bee, maybe you should stick around for a bit and hear her out. Just a thought.
Thank you, Maria.
Only don't stick around. Like I said, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
So where should we go?
Sorry, David. Just the girls this time.
So what? If I was a girl, then you'd want me and tackle me and roll around on the floor with me?
Pretty much. Right.
Wrong. Wrong.
Hell to the wrong, because we're done with people rolling around on the floor. Got it?
You never get to have any fun around here.
Next time, David.
I am not rolling around on the floor with David.
Me either.
I meant he can join the meeting. Jesus.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
David storms down the hall and exits.
Do you? Because you've been standing here for no reason for like 5 minutes now. Hello. The rest of you too. Go, get skedaddle.
Can't we just stay here? We could use the break room. You won't hear a thing.
If I have to come back here to break up some cat fight.
No cats.
I'm allergic.
You're off the clock. No workman's comp if someone pulls out a clump of your hair.
No one's pulling out anyone's hair.
Maybe a little femscaping.
Ew!
We will not be doing any femscaping. I believe in natural beauty.
That's unfortunate.
Going full bush down there, huh? When Maddie? I'll dig it.
Ain't no digging in anyone's bush in the break room. Got it?
We got it, Maria. We got it. Right, Mabel?
If you insist.
Oh, believe me, I think we all insist on that.
Whatever. I gotta go debrief some doctors.
They pay extra for that?
Don't you know it?
Maria exits.
Okay, to the break room.
Is there a bar in there? My last doctor tried to stick her finger in my ass, so I need a drink.
How about stale coffee? If you don't stay alert, Mabel might try to do the same thing.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Mabel spins around to enter the break room. Maria stands in the doorway.
Just one more question. Exactly. What you gonna be talking about, Willis?
Blackout.
Thank you. Great job.
I apologize for my
You gotta
technical
stop.
difficulties.
Aaron, you gotta stop writing these dramas.
So heavy.
All right, kids. So what did everyone think? Popcorn moments. Talk to me. I know some of you have heard this before, some have not. So, and please, our audience members outside of this little Zoom forum, please comment. Let us know what you thought, what you think. What were your popcorn moments? Go.
Nick, quickly, you're upside down. Just letting you know. You're hanging upside down in your image.
Sikorsky all day. I just love and her Soviet Union line is the perfect little button on her character. People are gonna quote that one. You know what I mean?
A Russian psychologist. Who knew?
A lot behind that iron curtain.
Right. Whoa. Hey.
Oh, no.
Okay, kids, go on. Talk to me. David.
I really love and appreciate the agility with which you move from room to room using Maria and the monitor. And it really keeps the pace up. It really connects things, especially with her hell no and whatnot. Sorry, it was really tough to say over the monitor sometimes, but the fact that she's doing it again is really funny. Just really well crafted there. It moves really fast. It's really funny. The doctors, yes, Sikorsky was just really funny. And the whole finger up the butt. I could hardly say the stage directions without giggling. Well done, Aaron. Well done.
I've always thought, Perrin, oh, go ahead, Jennifer, you.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yes, go, go.
All right, all right. I love, and it terrifies me, the frenetic energy that this whole, world in which we've been playing exists. It's so crazy, and yet I love it. It's almost like moments of Schadenfreude, where I'm like, I have to look. Oh my God, is she gonna do? Oh, yeah, that's her. Oh, don't touch him there. Oh my God, and it's just like all these brief encapsulations of what's going on just wash over you, and one is just more bizarre and out there and surreal than the last one. I mean, it's I don't know, if it was colors, I'd be like, it is a freaking intense rainbow, but that just sounds really lame. It's so I love the energy with which it was, and I wish that we personally had the capability during readings to like snap in and snap out so that we could, do that.
More than ever tonight. I'm
Right.
having
Well,
a great problem with that, and I apologize.
Well, that's all post-production stuff, and but yeah, I love it, and I love the fact that you have given us a world to see that not everybody gets to spend time in. And I think that is just so rich and delicious.
Thank you. Mandy Murphy.
I was going to say, I really liked, and I really noticed this time through Act 2 and 3, how Mabel is the anchor, and she's the one with like I gotta talk to her, I got this thing. And I realized how painful it is that Mabel is the anchor for the watcher, because you don't want her to succeed and you're like, oh no. But I really appreciated that she is. You come back while everything's frenetic and Mabel's just like, what's up? I got a text message. And it really stood out well. And then the end buttons well with her making that last thing happen. And then you just give her a spin.
It's very funny. I said it's the office for the med school crew. Who's next? Monica. I don't know who's first. David.
Monica, and then Dave.
Okay. Monica first. Go ahead.
Mine's quick, just to add on to what Mandy said. I really love the chemistry between Starsky and Butch. And especially the acting, not only the writing, but you two are so great as those two. Joy is just always. I mean, they're both opposite ends of screwball, right? And I can never keep up with Mabel. I never really know what's going on. And just like you said, it is scary that she's the anchor, because I'm like, oh, but you can't miss her, because even if you don't understand the plot of what she's trying to manipulate, then you can't miss her. People are like rolling around in the lobby, so much fun. Love that.
David Michael Kirby.
Perrin, I just have to shout major kudos to you, because I've seen this from the beginning. And I don't know how many years it goes back now, 2 years. And I am so impressed not only with your consistency in the characters and the pacing and the mania that you've created, but that you have articulated that mania and the stories so well that we can, those of us who are looking at the script can follow it very clearly. And it's so frustrating that we can't do the switching on and off with the videos and everything as fast as the material really calls for, because it's just genius. I love it.
David,
yeah, just to add on to that, the world building is so solid. You create a world, and then whatever they do in it, you believe it, and you're constantly pressing against the boundaries of the world, but it works because the comedy, the stretching of the reality in this world is you buy it because of how well you've structured it from the beginning.
Lovely. It's a lot of fun. I mean, speaking of reality, Perrin, I really hope most of this is fabricated.
The scary thing is it's not. I mean, it doesn't all happen in one day, of course, but
No wonder our healthcare is in such a disarray. All right. Anyone else? One more question or one more comment, one more popcorn note. Anybody?
I'll just toss out really quickly. I just love how, original this is, how much fun it is, how much we get to sort of play along with these people, and an embarrassment of riches of wanting to have this, as everyone else has already said, but wanting to be able to see the cuts and in between, because we want to really experience it in its pure form, because it's just so rich and fun. So kudos.
Very musical.
Yeah, great stuff. It's a hoot, and just give us a window into a world that most people don't even know exists. That's kind of fun.
I know, yeah. That's thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, actors. Thank you, Perrin. And we are going to move on to our last piece for the evening. Last but not least.
Perrin, take a look at the message I sent you. Sorry, in chat.
Oh, okay.
No, I got it already.
Okay. Great. All right. So moving on, we are now on to Interrogation of Love by Ben Dwarken. Ben, anything you would like us to look out for? Anything you'd like us to listen to? Anything you in particular are looking to glean from the audience in the reading of this?
Well, it's just a good candidate for heartbreak, I think. So I just want to know if it stands out. It's just like, I'm really excited. I've been working on this for a couple weeks, so
in general, we're just going to give you our popcorn moments and what we think. Yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'm going to introduce my cast.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Maria Lane is going to play Angel. Miley Binion's going to play Amy. Monica Ray's going to play Misty. And last but not least, I'd like to introduce Nick Amodio, my good friend, representing the autism community in this piece. So thank you for showing up, Nick, and I look forward to having you play the lead. He's playing. Oh, you're on mute.
Anytime, Ben.
Yeah.
Hello, hey, Todd.
Perfect, everyone. All right, and away we go. Now we're ready to go with Interrogation of Love. Thank you.
Interrogation of Love by Ben Dwarken. Lights up on Matt in his bedroom, which is decorated with comic and movie posters. He's pacing. Then he looks at his phone.
Oh, man. Does she know it's me, or does she not? Come on, Matt. Get back to Earth.
Matt stares at a poster of Charlie's Cherubs. It has 3 female agents, Angel, Misty, and Amy on it, dressed in black.
Man, I wish you girls would go on a date with me. Your energy is so dazzling with energy when you're fighting crime. I have so much rejection. You all would make me feel confident.
Matt sits on his bed and thinks.
Maybe I should just message her and say I can't come tonight. I don't know.
Matt looks at his phone.
Maybe.
Strobe lights flicker and Matt becomes startled and he hides behind his bed. Amy, Misty, and Angel enter from stage right. Lights stop flickering. Matt peeks out from behind his bed. The girls surround Matt's bed.
Well, aren't you going to offer us a cosmopolitan?
Whoa. Am I dreaming?
No, this is real. We're Charlie's Cherubs. I'm Angel.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Amy.
What are you all doing in my room? This isn't a crime scene. Let me make sure I'm not dreaming.
Don't bother. This is real.
Man, my favorite crime fighters in my bedroom. Are you here to...
Here to what? You tell us.
Well, I'm about to go out on a date.
A blind date, I might add, right?
Yeah, and it's with Christy.
If it's with Christy, it's not a blind date.
Exactly. That's the issue. She doesn't know it's me.
So, are you going to chicken out?
I don't know.
Well, this could be your opportunity.
I enjoy Christy so much. I always enjoy getting coffee at her cafe that she works at.
Seems like you really like her, from what we're hearing from you.
Okay, I do.
We thought so.
We want to know why you are so chicken to go out on the date.
It's just.
Oh, just what? Excuse after excuse after excuse. Geez, get a grip.
Gosh, I just.
You go again.
I'm just.
How about we do the talking?
If you just let me explain, I could.
Misty, let us talk.
Thank you very much. Now, have a seat.
Why?
Just do it.
Is there a reason? I don't have a lot of time right now.
Oh, you have time. Girls?
Angel and Amy drag a desk chair over to center stage and push Matt on the chair.
Is all this necessary?
It is at the moment.
Oh, and let us ask the questions.
Just relax.
Angel handcuffs Matt to the chair.
Oh, come on.
It's procedure.
I didn't even commit a crime.
You did.
I have a clean record. What could I possibly have done?
Tell him, Misty, darling.
Matt, you do not appreciate the fact that you even have a date.
I do.
You don't.
And we'll tell you why.
Come on, really. This is not even a crime.
You've tried to have dates before, have you?
What?
Answer the question.
You're interrogating me?
In a matter of speaking. Now, answer.
Okay, yes. This is my first real date in a while.
And yet you're being so resistant. Do you know why?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
You have autism, correct?
Why is that relevant?
You're afraid Christy won't accept it.
Is that what's got you all troubled?
It's not.
You're lying.
You have to get it off your mind.
I'm just afraid to talk about it.
You shouldn't be.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I need a date to feel less alone.
Loneliness and isolation is the hardest, isn't it?
For sure. I've been lonely most of my life.
Other people get lonely too.
I didn't even go to college. I would have gone to frat parties. I would have made friends. You know what I'm saying?
College is just 4 years of useless education.
I wanted to be able to prove to everyone that I could be a person that fits in.
Who uses algebra in the real world?
Or geometry, for all we care.
Why the hell does that matter?
Exactly.
If it doesn't matter, why are you so hesitant to go out on this date?
Because
Angel positions her ear in the event Matt wants to whisper something. Amy takes out her iPhone and starts to record.
He's about to confess.
why are you doing this?
You tell us, you scaredy cat. So afraid of succeeding or being happy?
What?
You're afraid to be happy.
What makes you think I'm afraid? Am I saying the wrong things? And put that away, Amy.
No, not until you confess.
Confess what?
You are afraid to be happy.
I am happy.
That's bullshit.
It's true. I just don't want to go out on this date.
Because you're afraid of succeeding.
Look, it's Christy, for crying out loud.
So, you like Christy.
But I don't know if she likes me.
You won't know unless you go for it.
Amy continues to record on her phone and Matt notices.
Girls, this is ridiculous. Ugh, get me out of these.
Once you tell us why you're so stubborn to go out on this date.
Come on, please.
Nope, you are staying here until you have your confidence back. You like the girl, right?
Yes, I do.
Why not go for it?
I will show up there, and once she finds out it's me, she'll walk away.
It's in your head. You don't have a good reality check. Stop being so afraid.
Misty, I don't know why you all are asking me so many questions, but I really need to eat dinner and I have homework.
Dinner was supposed to be with Christy.
What kind of homework? You're not even in school.
I'm taking an online writing class,
On what?
social interaction.
Well, if you are, then you can go out on this date.
If you're learning, take action now.
Can I please get out of these handcuffs?
Why?
I'm getting antsy.
Tell us why you're so hesitant to go out on this date, and we will release you.
I'm anxious about it.
Not a good enough answer. Try again.
Oh, man. I'll never win.
You can, if you tell us what's going on inside your head.
Okay. I tried asking this girl out in high school before.
Going back to the past. I see.
It didn't work out. It hindered me to ask girls out on dates. This girl was one of the first ones I ever truly had a high school crush on. She would always bring me along on her group hangouts with the high school choir. I remember my senior year, the whole choir went with our teachers to New York City, and we went to see Dear Evan Hansen. Good, amazing musical, by the way. It was so much fun. I was so ready to ask this girl out as we got along really well. Then I went to her sweet 16, and when I made my move, something went wrong.
Which was?
She only liked me as a friend. At that point, I knew I wouldn't be the right guy for anyone.
You shouldn't be this afraid. Why can't you stay in the present?
The past has always been hard to let go of. This is why I am so afraid Christy will reject me.
Well, you have a chance to be better than who you were in the past.
Okay. Yes, I have a crush on Christy.
But
it's just that I feel crazy doing this to her.
Do you love Christy?
She's a good friend, but I feel like I like her more than that.
Then I suggest you buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Life's too short and you only have one life to live.
Maybe going out on this date will help you to understand.
You're right.
I'm glad.
Angel takes the cuff keys out of her pocket and releases Matt from the chair.
Ah, thank you.
Matt gets up from the chair.
Shoot for the stars, Matt.
That's our 2 cents.
You better get ready.
Strobe lights flicker, then blackout. Lights up on Matt as he's alone on stage. Sound effects, text message alert. Matt reads aloud from his phone.
Where are you? It's Christy. She knows.
Matt looks around the room and looks up at the poster.
You ladies were right. Christy, here I come.
Matt runs out the door. Angel, Misty, and Amy come out from stage right and face the audience.
Let this be a lesson on Romance 101.
Never be afraid to take a chance on love.
We are called to save the day all the time. That is why we are
Charlie's Cherubs.
They do their signature poses, blackout, end of play.
Hey.
I love that. Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and who was the other one?
It depends.
Oh, that's true. Well, I'm thinking of the original. Kate something. Kate.
Jackson.
Jackson. She was
I
my
got
favorite.
the originals.
She was the Amy character.
And Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Nick, I gotta say to you, for someone who came last minute, you crushed that role. You
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
You crushed it. I can't believe it. Welcome
So
to
everyone,
Ambassadors.
talk to me, everybody. Give Ben the cast, give us some popcorn moments.
Jazz hands.
Everyone.
Yes, Mandy. Yes.
I love the touch on the end where they come out like it's wrapping an episode. That was very cute and that was clever. I heard the theme music too.
True. I kept waiting for Charlie to come and talk. And, Miley.
Yes, I also loved that it really felt like the girls were still in the middle of an interrogation. You know, even in the center of it, when they were talking to him, it felt like they were right there and he had just kind of imagined himself in the middle of an episode. And I thought it was very fun. It was a clever way to have this conversation, Ben.
Very cool. Popcorn moments, people. Talk to me. Yes.
Go ahead, Misty. I mean, Angel. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I loved the fact that you initially thought it was a blind date, and then it turned out it was somebody that he knew, and that fear was revealed, and that I found that very touching, and it resonated. All of those like little middle school feelings started coming up. I was like, wow, yeah, okay.
Very cool. Jen Bradley, you had something as well?
Yeah, I love the fact that this coupled with the other pieces that I've seen you write with such universal messages and themes. And I find them so easily relatable across, the spectrum of everyone. I mean, for those two people who never had problems or, fears of dating or whatever, I hate you. But the rest of us have experienced trepidation and nervousness and, do I look okay? Oh, am I this? Am I that? And I just think that the way you handled it was so honest. And I can only imagine that it may have been painful for you to write this, but I'm so appreciative that you did because it really resonated with me. So
yeah, I mean, it was sort of a struggle to write because it was just, I have trouble getting a date and I just wanted to express it. Just like a guy who's charming as myself. Like I have trouble getting a date.
Here's the confidence.
Yeah. David, yes.
I just want to piggyback on what Mabel said, Jen Bradley, because we were talking last night about how in your piece, about the checkout person stopping and saying, "Okay, now it's a game show."
Oh yeah.
Ben utilizes that conceit in a lot of what he writes, and it works so well because what it does is he takes the scenario that he's working on, the very universal but unique perspective of Ben, and it amplifies it so that we get an almost hyper experience of what it's like to be on the spectrum and to experience these things that normal people experience, that he feels people experience normally. And of course, because they're universal, and like everyone said, everyone experiences them, but his unique insight and his addition to adding this fantastical element on top of it just really works. He nails it all the time.
Yeah.
His game shows that he adds to his pieces, this with Charlie's Cherubs, just really clever and really effective, I think.
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I love that you chose that format, that these characters, they're just so freaking clever. I just love it, Ben, so much. To me, the most special part of it was that the moment of truth was about confronting the past and interrupting those false messages, that breaking that loop. And we all have some version of that. I really relate to that. I have like really heavy messages. So I mean, in addition to like loving what you created and telling your story and whatever, I like it because this story speaks to me. Really does. Really hits home, and I love it.
Nick?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed this playwright, and I did, and I read it early this morning, and I gotta say, I do relate to Matt a lot. Yeah, I do have trouble with social skills. I'm mostly an ambivert, and it's where you're between an introvert and an extrovert. So I'm between. But yeah, so I related to Max a lot, Matt a lot. So
You did great, Nick, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you came and read this role.
Yes.
And thank you, Perrin, for being on call. Thank you,
Yeah,
Perrin,
just
for
in the
being on
nick
call.
of time. Yeah.
No, this is a great group of people, huh, Nick?
Yeah. It's nice working with you guys.
Yes.
Nice to have you, Nick.
David Michael Kirby.
Hey, fellow ambivert, definitely. And Ben, I have to say, because being the stage directions, reading it beforehand, reading it in rehearsal, reading it now again, I'm really impressed that in such a short piece, relatively short, the distinctions between your three cherubs, that they were three very distinct, very different characters and had like different aspects of, or personality strengths that was unique to each of them. And the lines that they said, which aren't necessarily really long lines, were all consistent with each one of those personality traits, and that's not easy to do. So kudos to you for that. That was very, very well done.
Thanks, Kirby.
Very much so. Very much so. Yes, Mandy.
I have to say, and I'm not sure you did this on purpose, but I think you probably did. I also love, the story of the Farrah poster in everyone's rooms, and we know all those boys had those posters.
Oh, even I had it.
But I love that it was cheeky and kind of like a boy with that poster on his wall, but then it became so heartfelt. And so that, I think that purposeful cheekiness was not lost on me, because I was like, ugh, a boy dreaming of these girls in his room for real. Oh, they're helping him go on a date. It was a wonderful surprise, Ben.
It's a very different kind of fairy godmother.
You always have me laugh when it's Angel, Misty, and Amy. Always cracks me up. Angel, Misty, and Amy. I love that.
Raphael, Michelangelo, and Bob.
It reminds me of the girls on SNL, and I'm Judas.
Yeah.
Sisters.
Yes, very much so.
That's funny.
Don't forget, audience, once again, audience at home, listening in, YouTube, on everywhere, please comment, please share. You can also, I think can they do this afterwards, even after it's broadcast? Can they share?
Yeah, as long as they capture the link, yeah.
Right. If you capture the link and you feel and you come back with something, or you think of something tomorrow or even a week from today, please let our playwrights and our actors and our screenwriters know. They really appreciate that. Does anyone else have any more popcorn moments for Ben? Yes, Brad.
I just want to add into the kudos, Ben. I mean, honest and truly, how heartfelt you write, how personally you write, and what's really lovely, because I think sometimes we can have all kinds of stories. We can have really dark stories. We can have really light stories, but sometimes we just need stories that have hope. So stories that tell us that we can do things, that we need to convince ourselves, and that we can see that there is possibility. And sometimes we just have to convince ourselves that it's right there in front of us, and it's possible and it's available. So good job. Really, really great job.
Great stuff, everybody. Everyone good?
Congratulations, Ben.
I thank you to everyone who participated tonight. I think that concludes Lab 1243. We are
And
again.
eventually we'll be back in person. Eventually we'll be back in
And then we can stop counting down because it won't feel. Yes, we are new ambassadors, a 501c3 company based in Manhattan. Our non-for-profit status again means that you can donate to us, and your donation is tax deductible. Yes, every little bit helps. If everyone who saw this tonight, and I'm sure it was at least 5,000 people, give $1 because that's $5,000 right there. Okay. So right now, again, we're raising money for our new season. Please keep an eye out for Blurring Boundaries. A lot of the people you've seen tonight are involved in that, either as a writer or as an actor or an actor. The direct link was just put in the chat as well. So please look at that. You may also donate via our Venmo at new-ambassadors.com.
No, .com.
I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Yeah, sorry. Just new ambassador. But remember, you can find all of this on our website. You can also go and if you are interested in, there's an acting doodle link that was just put up. If you're interested in acting, if you're interested in submitting something, please, please, please do so. We would love to have you. Did I forget anything? I think that, our next lab, August 6th. And that will be hosted by the wonderful David Michael Kirby. Playwrights include Kendra Augustin, David Adam Gill, and Aaron Osgood. And there you are. Subscribe to our newsletter. You can also go to newambassadorstheater.com to donate. And I want everyone to have a lovely evening. Have a great weekend. It was lovely being with everyone. And thank you to our playwrights, our screenwriters, our actors. Special thanks again to Ben Dwarken, to Mally Reaver for doing our YouTube and our Zoom. And good night, everybody.
Good night.
That's it. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
We're going to go put Todd to bed.
Yeah. And thank you, Todd, for hosting. You did a fantastic job. Nicholas, welcome. Please come back.
Yes, please come back.
And, just really fantastic work tonight. Thank you. We are going to wave as we